Good morning, this is Lucinda from Showbiz Software. Thank you very much for joining us for our new webinar series. You might notice a slight difference from the previous webinars because we will be looking at it from the end user's perspective, so your entrants, your trade stands, your sponsors. So just give you an idea of how they will see the software and what experience they will have. We will also show you the back end of it, so the way that you see it, and yeah, we can go through it that way so you can see exactly both sides of, so your side and also what your customers see as well. So let's start. So we've seen, we've got the PowerPoint for Ellis. So this week we are looking at Ellis Frosting Waters, who is our international show dumper. So if we start the PowerPoint. First thing first, could we just get everyone muted? So if you've got any microphones or phones, can you mute them? Because we've had issues with feedback in the past. If you've got any questions, more than happy to answer those, but could you put them into the chat box on the bottom of the GoToMeeting little screen? I can try and keep an eye on these during the webinar. If not, I'll go have a look at them at the end and then we can just process them through. The recordings will be available on Zendesk, so as always we'll record these, so we know a lot of you are so busy, it's be able to catch up with these. If you miss any, don't worry, they're recorded so you can then catch up and have a look when you've got the time. As I mentioned, this is the end user webinar program. The first one we've got is Ellis, and then we've got next week we've got Ruby Wax, who's the trade stand holder, then you get Guy, who's sponsorship, Mike Goddard, memberships, Albert Johnson, who's your judge. We've also got Amy, Doug and Lucy, who are your visitors, so buying tickets, and then followers, whether you're press. We've got Sophie Walker, who's the show director, and Valerie Smith, who's the show manager. So we're just trying to put examples of people to the different modules, so it just makes it a bit more realistic and you can see exactly what the end users will see. So let's just change screens and we can have a look and see what we're going to see. If we go to monitor 1, so if we start off. So if we log in as, or we go to the site as Ellis, so Ellis thinks, right, okay, I want to enter the Morshire show this year. So she can go to the Morshire County Show website. This is our mock-up of a agricultural show website, so it could be yours, could be anyone's. And what we can do, you can integrate Showbiz 5 into your website if you want to. So this is an example of it. So within the Morshire County site, we can go to the top right hand corner and we can log in. So this is what Ellis will do. She'll come to the site, she can then log in. So this will then take you to the, so as we've got Ellis here. We can then log in and the first screen she will see is her dashboard. So everyone gets to have their own dashboard. We've also got a new feature of the help screens that come up. So if you need help, so the first few times when you're going through the system, you have all these help screens coming up to give you some more information. Once you're happy that you know what you're doing, you can press dot it, continue, and then they don't appear again. So this is Ellis's dashboard. There's loads of different widgets that she's got on here. She can move them around if she wants to have her profile at the top. She can move that to the top. She can then expand it or sort of like collapse it. Anything you can do, lots of the different widgets, move them around and put them exactly where you need them. Well, actually, I've said that Ellis is a entrant, so she's got her entries widget, so any entry she's got will be listed here. She's also got any messages going between the show and herself, her accounts. She's also got anything in a basket, so these are the different widgets she's got. Widgets will only show once they're active, so there's tickets, my show day, there's lots of other widgets available, but because she doesn't need them, they're not shown. So we try not to clutter up people's dashboards with information they don't need and widgets they don't need. So the system will only show you the widgets that they've got information in. So it just keeps it nice, neat and clean and tidy. At the top right hand corner, she can go in and edit her profile. So if she wants to update her details, she can go through and then update any details she's got. You can quickly go through, update them, change a password, add a picture. And once she updates it, it then updates, it's all in one system, it updates her address on the main contact screen straight away. So the minute she updates her address, you can see the update she's made. So what we're going to do, so Alice wants to enter one of the competitions. So first things first, you can go to the shop. We can then go to entries. So along here, you'll see all the different modules that she can purchase. This will be locked down so people are buying tickets, they'll just see the tickets widget. You can lock it down so you can only show the ones you want people to see. So if we go to the entry, so we're going to go to light horses, and then in-hand sports horse, and then we're going to enter class for the Filly Colton Gelding Foalden 2017. So it's been added to the basket. You saw a message saying it's been added. So you can go and have a look at what's in the basket. You can then see that the class has been entered into her basket. You can see it's waiting for user, so she knows that she needs to add some more information before she can proceed. It has to be at a ready status before she can continue out through the checkout. So any item that needs additional information, it'll be waiting for user, or if it's say like a TradeSan application, it could be waiting for show if the exhibitor has submitted their TradeSan application and waiting for the show to accept it, decline it, then that'll be waiting for show. You can also see you've got the first aid levy. You can set up your different rules regarding first aid levies. So if you have certain classes you need a first aid levy for, you can set that up so it automatically adds to the basket and then they have to pay a first aid levy. So this one's got the first aid levy, so if we edit this one, get your information boxes, we can then go to the entry form. So this is the information. The red boxes indicate that there's information required, so mandatory fields that haven't been completed. So this one you can see any mandatory field has an asterisk next door to it. So the entrant name we can type in as Ellis. We can then put in the name of the animal. So if Alice had already had an entry, she can automatically fill that in. So as you can see, there's already one here. So that then fills out the box. So Sandy was a previous entrant, so you can select that straight away. But if we didn't want to use that one, we can have a new entrant. So if you want to add a different animal, she can. So for this one, we're going to add Spartacus. And then on the right hand side you can see you've got the check my entry button. This shows the checklist as to what mandatory fields are required before they can complete the entry. So you've got entrant name, name of animal and date of birth. We've filled those in, so we can do check entry. And the system will go back, have a check, make sure, and it comes back all ticked. So we can now save the entry. And when you go back to the basket, it will then, the status has changed to ready. So we now know we can go through and complete the checkout. So we can go through the checkout and then we can proceed to the payment address, process this through. On the right hand side you can see exactly the different stages, the payment and the checkout rules or the checkout process. So you know exactly where you are through it. We are looking to make this a bit simpler, just a few clicks and then we're finished. So we've done online payment because she's an NG, she only gets the option to do the online payment, whereas the show user will have the different options like cash, check, backs, everything like that, but because it's only set up so end users can do online payments, that's what we're going to do. So you submit that, process it through, and then it will come up saying that the order's complete. So order 159 is now completed. And because it's an online payment, the system will automatically allocate the payment to it and then automatically raise the invoice as well. So if we go back to Ellis's dashboard, we can now go and have a look at her accounts, and you can see that the order we just put on, 159, is there. And then we can also see on the invoices tab, order reference 159, so invoice number is 139. So straight away her invoice is there. So you can see it. So if she wants to download the invoices, she can. And then the invoice will be there ready, so she can use that or save that anywhere she needs to, or she can just come back in and download it at another point if she requires. We can now see also on the right hand side, she's got her entries. This is the class we've just added. So if she wants to go back in, make sure all the information she's added is correct, she can just click on it, and then that will open the entry form so she can see all the information that she's added for that class. So everything is there at the touch of a button. She can find all the information she's added. She's got her accounts there, so she doesn't have to phone you up again, or can I have my accounts? You don't have to automatically, or you don't have to raise the invoices for them. It's automatically done. The system does it for you. So it's trying to make your life a bit more streamlined and a bit easier, so you don't have to worry about that, and the systems put it there so they can access it straight away. So what we can do, we've now added the entry on for Ellis. So it shows you how quick and simple it is to add the entries. Depending on the different classes and the entry form setup, you've got the different amount of entry form fields. For his classes, there'll be all the lots of information. So depending on what classes they've entered, they can automatically add their different animals to it again. So what we can do, we can go and have a look. So if, say like Ellis's friend wants to have a quick look and look at the different classes available, what we can do, we can go back to the More Shy site. So this is a More Shy site, so it could be your website that's been integrated with Showbiz. So look at the schedule online. Once you're happy, you can have your schedule online, so you can look at the different classes. So if we go back to the schedule, we have like the light horses, and you can have a look and see all the different information regarding the different classes and the different, all the different classes and the entrants in them. So anyone's got an entry and it'll show you who's entered into it. And then once the results are there, the prizes will show online as well. So what we can do, if I go back and show you as a show user, so this is where, like Valerie, who is our show manager, she will be in the system. So what we can do, we can go to the schedule. This is where you set up all of your headers, sections and classes, exactly the same as Showbiz 4. So within here you've got the different, your headers, and then you've got your sections and then your classes under it. You've then got your entrants. You can number these as you want to. You can number them the whole schedule in one hit, or you can number the different headers, sections as you need them. So if we have a look, we do Light Horses, In-Hand Hunters, and then we go to the one that Ellis, so you can see that the entry we've just added for Ellis is in there. So you've got the surname, we've got the horse's name and the information. The catalogue number is not in there because it's only just been added, but we can very easily update the catalogue number shortly. But what I can show you is when we go into the headers. So if you have a look at the heavy horse headers, this is where you set up all the information. So you can put your details, you can link your entry forms to your different classes. You've got your catalogue text, your schedule text, and then your shop text. So this is the information that will show in the shop under the classes. You can put in as much or as little information as you want to. You can then go down to your section level. So you can put all your information, exactly the same again. You've got your schedule text, catalogue text, shop text, but for the sections you also got prizes and roles. So if you want to invite your judges, you can quickly add your judge in here, it will then send them a message saying you've been invited to be a judge. They can go into they can log into their account, go to their dashboard, look at their My Roles widget, and then accept, decline the invitation, and the system will automatically be updated. But we'll show you that in a few weeks' time when we look at the judges webinar. But the system's trying to help you reduce your administration for inviting people and that sort of thing. You can then go to the class level. Got a lot more information in there. As you can see, this one's got a orange warning band on it. This means this is saying that classes are in use and prevents changes to some certain fields. So to prevent any data corruption, the system will lock down the information that can't be changed once a class has been added to, or an entrant has been added their animal to the class. So over here you've got, if you want to have your prefix, you can have class numbers, suffix, standard or trade stand classes, because some shows have trade stand classes. You can have your class name, got your entry form that you want to select. So, and the system will let you move your class to different sections. So you can move it to any section you want to. So if you put it in the wrong section, you can just very easily, quickly move it around the schedule in one click. You can also move with the round with the burger bars on the left, but I'll show you that in a minute. So you've then got your schedule and catalogue text, your shop text, prizes and trophies. So this is where you can add all of your different prizes. You can add your different trophies as well. So all the trophies you need to add, you can quickly add them in here. You've got your roles. So this is your judge and steward. You've got your judging and briefing details. So you can add these in, and then you can process judges' books if you want to print judges' books. It's entirely up to you, or the system will also allow, if you've got internet connection around your showground, your judges can walk around with their iPhone or tablet. They can be logged into the system, and once they're processing the class, or the process class and award the prizes, this can automatically be updated straight away. You can also take a picture and upload it to the system as well, and then that can be tweeted out very quickly and simply. So we're trying to make it take some of the administration steps away from you, that if you record the prizes, take it back to the showgrounds or the show office, someone then has to add it to the system. You can still do that if you want to, it's entirely up to you, but you've also got the option, if you've got someone, or maybe a steward, they can take the picture, update the classes, update the results. They can then go back to the office, say this is all processed. You can then have someone else double checking the information before you post it to social media. Just make sure that the correct photo has been linked to the correct class. So you have that like two-factor authentication to prevent any incorrect images or anything, information getting posted to your social media. So you can have that. You've got the sponsors. So if you want to create sponsorship classes, you can. It's entirely up to you. The system will then put them into the shop so people can then buy or apply for sponsorship, because sponsorships and trade stands are both application processes. So people can't just buy outright a trade stand. They have to submit their application, and then you have to accept it before they can process it. Your pricing, you can have a look and put all your different pricing into the system. You can also add your additional products. So your first aid levy, you can add it to the basket. So you can add it each time someone adds a entry, or you can do it just one per basket. It's entirely up to you. The system is very flexible as to what you need. You can also automatically add stabling and pens. If it's a mandatory requirement to have stabling and pens, you can automatically add that to people's baskets as well. You've also have the intersection class links. So if you've got certain classes will then go forward to a champion, you can then link those and put the text in your schedule and catalogue text. And then that way, if any of your class numbers change, so if you need to renumber your classes, the system will automatically update that, so you don't have to keep going in and, oh, hold on, I've put the linked classes in the schedule, I need to update that, change it. The system will automatically do that for you. If we close that. So as I've mentioned, the system can also be moved, or the schedule can be moved around as well via the burger bars. So these are what are classed as burger bars, the little squidgy 3 lines on the left hand side. So you can move your headers around the system. So if you want to have a flower show at the bottom of the schedule, just pick it up, drag it down, drop it. The system then automatically knows that's where you want it, and then you can go through and renumber if you want to within the system. So it's really quick and easy to use. We can then go through and renumber your schedule. This is where you go to renumber your classes and also your entrant catalogue numbers. So try to keep it in one place so you don't have to go to lots of different places. The system will let you do it all in one. So at the minute we're going to renumber the whole schedule for your entrants. So because Ellis has added Spartacus to the filly colt gelding class, currently it's got a 0 catalogue number, but we're going to renumber that. So if we start at 1, we're going to create the new catalogue numbers. You have the option to either, the system will automatically give each entrant the same number, but if you don't want to give them the same number, they can have different numbers. So if you want them to have different, you just tick the box. So it starts from 1, we can renumber entrants. System then goes and whirs and does its thing, and then it's going through and renumbering the whole schedule. So it'll be updating that, and then once we go through we can then have a look and check the entry for Ellis in class 23 for the filly, colt and gelding. I'm just waiting for your view to catch up. There we go, right, okay, so that's now updated, so we can go back to the schedule. And we can go to the white horses. And as you can see, you've now got, Ellis has been renumbered, so she's got number 20. So we now know that they've been entered and you've got a new catalogue number. So that is the system is quite a basic overview. We'll go into more depth once we have a look with Valerie as the show manager. That just gives you an idea. I also mentioned regarding the My Show Day widget. So judges will have a My Show Day widget. So because I'm logged in as administrator, you get all the different widgets. So we've got My Show Day here. So if we move him up to the top, look, so moving to the top of the screen. So what we can do, because we want to record the results for class 23, so this is, imagine class has happened, we now need to record the results. So you can type in there class 23, we can then select that. That will then show you the different entrants in that class. So we can go through, as you can see, we haven't got any placing, so if we go back to have a look at the schedule, we need to go and put some classes that the prizes in. So just go to here. Okay, the system just added the prizes. Here's at first, second and third. Got that. So the system's now updated, so we can go back to the schedule or the dashboard. Go to class 23. So we've now got the different prizes. So we can award Angela with Betty second prize, David with Poppy third, and Ellis has won first prize. So you then have the trophies, so if there's a trophy there, you can assign the trophies. You've also got the option to do the any other class payments. So you can set anything in the system. So you've got your different premiums, dairy premiums, private driver premium, anything like that. You can add them in here, and then you can automatically add them to the system. We can then upload a picture. So if we want to go to the desktop, and we can just grab a picture. So if we do light horse, we tick to publish it, the system will then have the picture in there. Social media is locked out because the social media will not be available until the class is completed. So once the class is completed and everything's happy, it's like a two-step verification. Once the second one is happy, once you've completed the class, the system will then be able to post to social media. So at the minute we've just updated, we're happy with it, we can then update. We can then go to the, as if for a show user, we can go to enter results. So this is back in the office, we can now have a look and go to the light horses, class 23. This is exactly the same what you would see in the My Show Day widget, it's just this one is on both sides of the screen, the other one's just been reduced to quickly see it in the widget. So we have a look through, make sure we're happy with all the information that's been added, double check, make sure the placing's correct, yep, happy with that. Anything else has been added, make sure the picture, we're happy with the picture, perfect, the picture's there. Once we're happy, we can then complete it. So if we save that, this is now when the social media button becomes active. Only once the class has been completed does the social media become live. You can add your own result text into the system. So you can have a standard text and set up in utilities. You can add that, or you can just type in what you want. You can add the pictures in. So we can say, great. So Ellis and I think it's Spartacus, wasn't it? Use you want first prize. So put the information you want. You can then say second prize was won by Angela with Betty. And third prize was David with Poppy. So once you're happy with all the text, you can then post to social media. You also get down the bottom, you've got the social media post history, so you can see exactly when it's been posted to social media and if it's already been posted. So right, fine, we're happy with this information, we then post to social media. System then goes through and then it will update the social media post. You can then see you've got the history, it's been posted to Twitter. So we can then go and have a look at our Twitter site. So if we go through and refresh that, see straight away you've got congratulations Spartacus, you won first prize, owned by Ellis Ruskin Walters, second prize, third prize. Okay, that's perfect. If you might want to go and change it, if you want to edit it slightly, we can go back in. We can then change it, so in class 23, Philly Colt gelding old in 2017. So that's a slight change you want to make. We can then post to social media again. That will then add the new post with the correct information in. You've got the additional information down the bottom saying it's been posted in the second time. We can then go back and then we can see the new post has got the correct information in. We can then go through and delete that post because we don't want that one anymore because it hasn't got all the information in. So really quick and easy. We can then post system will post it to social media, and it's exactly the same with Facebook. So once you put all your social media accounts in the system, it will automatically post for you. You've got full control over it, so you can make sure you're happy with all the images and the text before it goes. So we've added the two-stage step that the judges or stewards can take the pictures, record the prizes, then someone in the office has the second level to check it, make sure the picture's correct, make sure the information's correct. Once they're happy, they can then post to social media, and it's all there ready for you to use. We've also got the different results portal, so we can go to you can either have this integrated with your site for the Moorshire site. So here, so you get your results. So you can link that on your website. So you can then go to your Lighthorse in Hub. So you've got the different ones on here. So that's currently not showing the 2017 one. Like, okay, see what's happened with the other ones are showing, but this one isn't. So all this is within the system. That one hasn't been published. So it's really quick and easy. You can go back, you can publish a schedule. You can then go through, click that, publish everything. Or you don't have to publish, you can publish all the correct ones you want. You can then refresh it. They're actually Light Horses, in-hand horses, and there you go, you've got the 2017 result. Got the picture up there, and then you've got the results. So you have that option as well. So you've got the social media, you've got your website integration. But if you don't have a website integration, that's not a problem. You've also got the different portal. So this is the portal you automatically get with Showbiz. So exactly the same as what you would seen just now, but it's not integrated with the website. So you can just go through, have a look, exactly the same. Because basically when it's integrated with a website, it's just looking at this page. So you've got the option to integrate with your website, so you don't have to go to a different website, or you can just put a link and then it will come to this page and then you can see all the information you need. This also has all of your trade stand sponsorships. So you have like an online trade stand directory, sponsorship directory, so all your trade stands. I'll show you more details once we do those modules, but just we'll give you a quick look. You can see your different trade stands with images, really powerful. You can search for your trade stand if someone wants to go and have a look at a certain trade stand. You can find out where they are. Same with the sponsorships. So you've got all your sponsors all in there. You've got your shows about, and then you've also got e-tickets. Showbiz 5 now does e-tickets. Yeah, you can buy, create, email e-tickets. So what I'll quickly do, we can quickly go in as Ellis. So Ellis wants to go and purchase e-ticket as well for a friend. So go to tickets. We can then go to the Moorshire e-ticket and add that to the basket. Go and have a look. And because this is just a ticket, you don't need to put any more information in it. The system will automatically add it. You've got the option to deliver your tickets via email or download link. That's there. If that isn't ticked, the system will automatically add to your packing list, so you can send that out via your pick, pack, post list. Mentioned it's at a ready status, so we can check out straight away. We don't have to add any more information. And go through the purchase process. We can then proceed. Once we're happy, confirm it. And then pay. And then now the system is creating the e-ticket. We can then have a look. The system will then, on the next page, it will show you, you can download it straight away. If you want to, you can download it to your printer there and then, or you can also, it will email you as well. So if people want to have it on their phone. So view your e-tickets. So there you go. You've got your Moorshire County Show e-tickets. So it's got your ticket number on, it's got name and address, it's got all your, if you want terms, conditions, any more information, you can set this up exactly as you need it, all the the details. You can put your logo in. Any information you need is in here, so you can print them here, but it also emails them. If you have a quick look, if I go and log on to my email account, we can then have a look and we can see the tickets. So straight away you've got the ticket. You can open that up. That'll give you your ticket in your email. And also with this, as the ticket's got a QR code, if someone has this on their phone, they can turn up, walk to your gate, and you can scan this QR code straight from the phone. If they don't want to print it, if they don't have a printer at home, they can scan the QR code and then that will let them in. But the system will not let any, so if anyone tries to do it different gates, as long as all the systems are linked together, the system will, if someone scans it, someone else will try, if someone else tries to scan the same ticket, it will come up saying this is not valid. So this is ticket 121. So what we can do, we can go back into our dashboard. I'll give you a quick look at the ticket one that, so you've got ticket validator. If we expand that one, you can either do it, you can, when you scan it, the system will do it, QR code, the best one to use, but you can scan the barcode as well, or you can put the ticket number in. So we had 121. I'm just waiting for the screen to catch up. So we've got ticket number 121. We can then search for it. The person at the gate can then have a look at that ticket and double check that these two codes, the barcode codes, these are the details under each barcode, so you can double check those. Applies to the whole show, and then it's a valid ticket. So ticket purchaser's names on there, so you've got a lot of information there straight away. You can accept the ticket. So ticket's now been accepted. If you then try to do it again, the system will show you the ticket has already been surrendered, and it will tell you at what time, and you can tell you who it's been surrendered to. So if you set up users for your either your stewards or to your gate, so you can have like gate 1, gate 2, gate 3, it's entirely up to you. You can then see exactly who surrendered it at any point. So you know where and when it was surrendered, and say, well, actually, no, it's already been surrendered to gate B, so I'm sorry, you're not allowed in. So that's one of the very new features of the system, along with the social media posting. This is a real good thing. You can sort of like all in one place. You don't have to have a third-party ticket. It's all here ready for you to use. Okay, so does anybody have any questions? Okay, I've had a question regarding people's dashboards. The dashboards are set up for each person. You can allow them to have a different widgets. If you don't want to have a certain widget, you don't have to allow them. You can basically remove widgets from their dashboards. The judges widget is available, so you can set them up as a judge, give them the judges widget. That will automatically give them the My Show Day widget and also My Roles widget, but they won't be shown until you actually assign them a role within the schedule. So say if we've got a new judge called Poppy. Poppy logs into her dashboard. She hasn't been invited to be invited to be a judge as yet. So her dashboard won't have the My Show Day and the My Roles widget. The minute she has been invited as a judge, those two widgets will then appear on her screen. So yeah, the widgets are there to be used. They can be removed at any point in time, and you can also, if they'll only be shown once they're available. So if you have a judge and they're no longer judging, you can take off their judge role on their account. They won't then see the information on their widgets. So if they now just want to be like an entrant, they don't have to have that additional widget. But once they're assigned a widget, it will only show once they've actually got that or any information within that widget. I hope that makes sense. Any other questions? Let's go back to the, if we just change screens back to the PowerPoint. So brilliant, thank you ever so much for your time. I know you're very busy. As I've said, all of the webinars are recorded, so we'll put them onto the Zendesk and send you out a link. So yeah, if you've got any questions, give us a call. If you need any more help with your sites, because they're all available there, just give us a call. We're more than happy to help with anything you need. Yeah, give us a call if you need any more help. If you need help showing the floor, give me a call. It's all good. So yeah, so perfect. Thank you ever so much again, and we will see you next week. Thank you. Bye.